13 to 15 years, which I stood in just about this very same spot. Former city employee. Usually I was here speaking for someone else. I'm a retired police officer here in Parkersburg. I was always very active in the fraternal police. I shall be very short and sweet though. I miss the days when Mr. Dukas sat over there. And many times he would get up here in a city council meeting and walk over to the microphone as a private citizen and make a point, much as Sharon Lynch did tonight. That was nice. Having said those few things, this is why I'm here. I believe, I don't know, but I'm guessing that the vast number of people behind me are interested in the points you brought up and others have brought up, the people from the audience. But I think most people are here for one item that seems to be avoiding us. In 1913, the phrase almost, that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Those exact words were not used in the newspaper, but that's the history of it. In 1918, in a newspaper, I believe in Ohio, the exact words, one picture is worth 1,000 words. That's the first time it is known to have been printed. I would like to leave you with this. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, I would say that a flash drive or thumb drive is worth an entire lifetime. Thank you.
My name is Sharon Tallman. I live at 501 13th Street, Parkersburg. And I just have a few words. All of you took an oath to support the U.S. Constitution and also the Constitution of the state of West Virginia. You swore faithfully to discharge your duties to the best of your abilities and your skills. You were elected and entrusted by the citizens to uphold these promises, most importantly, to manage the finances. Now with ethics complaints, audio tapes, to cover the misuse of funds, not to share the financial information, not only with council, but the constituents. Frustrating. It is quite apparent that you have betrayed the trust of our citizens, which directly has a negative impact on our city. You wanted the attention of the public and the citizens. You have it. I have one last thing to say. That your proposed budget that you've received tonight is not worth the paper it's written on. Shame on you for not taking this matter by the horns and doing what is right. After you hearing what was transpiring to misrepresent facts to this council, how you are not infuriated. Then to hear this latest audio of what can only be described as stealing from this city and its people, along with the moral degradation
that seems to be condoned by this council by your lack of action. All of the offices here on this board took an oath to protect the city and the citizens of. If something is being done, and I have not heard because of lack of media coverage on this, I do apologize and ask that you speak to the people now. But to let you all know how this looks to me and many others in the city is just one more cover-up. I hope I am wrong in this matter and the council is taking this very seriously and doing the right thing and their obligations set forth in the city charter. But I have yet to see action. I will inform this council that people of this city are watching you very closely in this matter, and unfortunately for me, now I will have to take more of my free time to keep a closer eye on all the matters, because you have lost my trust. I ask this council to do the right thing, and you as well as the people of the city know what that is. I, as well as others I have spoken with, are ready to take action and hold this council accountable for their actions or lack of, therefore, as well as the morally disgusting actions that has went on. That is all I have to say.
Hear, hear.
Anybody else?
I'm Cindy McCown at 392 Ocean Street, Walker. And it has been said and brought to my attention that lack of audience means lack of interest. Couldn't be further from the truth. I've got an education, didn't have anything to do with politics. And when we put you up there, it's totally because I believe and trust in you. Because you said we could. And when I talk to friends and I talk to family and I talk to people, they're like, what do you want me to do? They're like, well, what are you supposed to do? I don't know. But here I am. And I can assure you that the people that I talk to do care. They're not here because I don't know what good it would do to be here. I don't either. I don't either. But I couldn't be more disappointed. I could care less what anybody, what they do before and after their service. But when you sign on for your service, I don't have a clean slate. I don't know anybody has a clean slate. I don't. But when you sign on for that time, you sign on and commit to us that you will behave in that time frame. It's been made real clear that this isn't just gossip that we've got going on. And y'all know. And you haven't done anything. I don't understand. Just as a mom and a grandma and a citizen of your town, I don't understand. And I hope that changes. I hope you show us that you do care and you do work for us. I hope you show us that, and I thank you.
I'm Larry Eugene Butcher. I'm a local miscreant, homeless person who doesn't panhandle for money. I've asked nothing from nearly everyone, and yet some people have asked an awful lot from those who have the least. When you're asking for $250 a week from someone who's got a part-time job.
Absolutely.
Someone who may be working 2 or 3 part-time jobs, paying $250 a week from each separate employer, because the difficulty of one employer to know whether it's been paid in by another employer or not, and I'm just sure you're not doing that. That's too much record keeping to be doing that effectively. It's a regressive tax. $2.50 a week on someone on minimum wage who's trying and struggling. And I really don't know much about Parkersburg's finances, but I can tell you that when I filed to run for governor in this state, Gaston Caperton was only getting $72,000 a year. My lifetime is short. What's left of it is shorter still. And what I've seen happen in this world, and I'd also thank everyone for coming out. We have almost twice as many locals here for this as Kanawha County had for a congressional hearing about the water. I was down there for that. The room was almost less than half full, and most of those people were suits. So hopefully not another council meeting will pass within the next year that the crowd does not come out. We all have friends, we all have relatives, we have neighbors, we have co-workers. Participate. Somebody said that we were represented in that last election. That was less than 20% of the people. Almost everything in this country that someone's been elected to, it was less than 20% of those who could have been voted. The money is being so effective at discouraging the common, the little man, the struggling minimum wage, everyone who's just starting out in this life is being so discouraged that they're not voting. You want to honor a vet in this country? Vote. I have nothing to bring up to the agenda.
But you know what? We are all in this world together, and we all have to answer for what we do. And I will say, I'm speaking
Mrs.
now.
Williams, you need to direct your comments
Oh,
to
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we all have to answer for what we do in this world. And if that did happen with the mayor and Miss Ashley, or Mrs., he has to answer for it. He has to answer to us. We are the city. We are the people.
My name is Eric Reynolds, and I live at 233 D Street. I told my wife I wasn't going to say nothing when I came here. I hope WTAP is not recording this. Anything I'd like to say is that the two individuals who's involved in the scandal, if you're willing to stand up and be a man and admit that you did wrong, or if you're people in this city who put you in the
Mr. President,
position that
Mr.
you're at.
President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President.
I am willing.
You have rules.
I am willing, if they're willing to stand up and admit that they made a mistake and they're wrong, I'm willing to pay the $70 that they're concerned about. I'll write the check and I'll make it out to the city of Parkersburg.
I don't believe I got my 5 minutes. I just want to say that we all stood up and we said the Lord's Prayer when we got here. And some of the words were, forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. There were a lot of words in the Lord's Prayer that are not being used tonight. And like I said, I'm from Charleston. I couldn't tell you the elections that I did where I catered. And it's all political, it's all relative. But if there's anybody in here, and trust me, I get ticked off at this crap. Because like I said, nobody in his, I got hung up on when I called his office. But if there's anybody in here that hasn't done wrong, ever, and I didn't come here to do this, I came here to match. But if there's anyone in here that has not done wrong, you know, whatever, go ahead. And I'm sorry, this is directed to the president. But we did open the meeting with a prayer, and we asked for forgiveness and forgive those. And, you know, we just trusted you guys to do this.
My name is Callie Lyons. I'm with the River City News Network. I live on Locust Street in Belpre. My purpose is just to inform the public, and I say a prayer before every single thing I post.
Ma'am?
I pray for our, you're right, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't mean to break the rules. I pray for our leaders. I pray for our elected leaders that they'll do the right thing. But when they don't and the people speak, one way or another, you have to be made to listen. You can't cover up. You can't buy all the media. You can't buy everybody in town. People have to be held accountable. So I'm looking forward to seeing how you respond to the public holding you accountable, because I think they've spoken loud and clear tonight. And I want to applaud you all for showing up.
Council, I'd like to address one thing to you. I invested quite a few
Excuse me,
hundred
sir,
thousand.
I need your name and address.
Larry Fowl. I own quite a huge piece of property here in Park.
Thank you.
I know many of you, it sounds like the public has asked you to make a decision. They've asked you to address some of the problems. I'd like to see you get back to business, get ready for the cracker plant, get moving to where Parkersburg benefits from it. It sounds like you all have some work to get done, including the mayor that I've worked with, which I do respect. He's made a bad decision if he is guilty, but it's time this is put behind and you prepare for the cracker plant and what is coming.
Anybody else?
Mr. President, my name is Cheryl Burns. I live in Mineral Wells. The last time I was in these chambers, I was here for a town hall meeting concerning the heroin and drug use in our community. And I asked the lady that was sitting in the mayor's seat, where is Mayor Knoll? Shouldn't our mayor be at a town hall meeting? Where were you, Mr. Knoll?